arm bar and a reverse suplex and everything else. I don't even know. I don't know wrestling things.
I'm also whispering sweet nothings in his ear.
Hilarious.
Are you?
And this is after
Sweet
Seal has
nothing.
slugged him in the stomach with
Scourge.
Scourge.
He's like, all right. Gets you to stop, and he tells you, Tuffy's the one you want. Just talk to him.
I don't see anyone around here named Tuffy. You're gonna have to do a little better than that, friend.
What do you want to know?
Okay, why are you trying to kill us? Let's start off with something simple.
Well, because, you're giant helping scum.
Giant help. Your information seems to be a little shitty, friend. Pretty sad. Anyways, who do you work for?
Oh, well, just call him Dad.
Dad. You work for Dad. You got like a society name or group, book club.
He's kind of like, what? You haven't heard of us? We're the children.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shoulder. All right. You got any questions for him, Laurentius? You got to think of anything? What do you think?
Lester.
So what makes you think we're traitors? What makes you think we're helping the Giants?
Well,
Hey, we're back.
Did the flag of our city draped across my shoulder here give it away?
well, some of our scouts reported that you were, helping out in Eton.
Or maybe the Eton was helping us out.
Not what I heard.
Yeah, well, been a day for a lot of misinformation. Where's Idlewan? Idlewan, get over here. You, please. What do you know about the children? Guy says he's a part of them.
Lovely little band of misfits. Kidnap children, force them to do grunt work, work as baits, thieves,
Oh, fantastic. Sounds like a lovely bunch of people.
It really is.
As I say that, I tighten the grip just a little.
He's like, hey, man, come on. We're just trying to get by.
Isn't everyone? Where do we go from here?
Well, nice thing about the children is that they never work by themselves. Someone's always working for someone, working with someone, working in conjunction with another someone.
What was that name you said?
Which one? Tuffy?
Yeah,
Dad?
that's the one. That's the one we're supposed to be finding here? Figure out what the fuck is going on right now? Why you tried to kill us?
Yeah, he has more direct contact with
Where is he?
Dad. He's like a front man. You can find him at most orphanages looking tough.
Tough.
He makes his rounds. So, you gonna let me go?
Probably not. We'll see.
What? Why not, Baracus? Seems decent enough to me.
Did you miss the part where they fired a bunch of crossbow bolts at us while we were sleeping and tried to kill us all?
That's kind of an everyday occurrence for us, isn't it?
Yeah,
Everyone
but it's
tries
not
to
a
kill
nice
us.
everyday occurrence.
What kind of orphanages are you talking about?
Well, the more kids, the better. Any and all.
Oh.
Look, man, you kind of like incinerated a little kid and one of my friends, so I think we should call it even.
What are you talking about? Nobody did that.
Shouldn't have woke me up. I'm not a morning person. The child is only on the battlefield because of you to begin with.
Tell me more about this Tuffy character.
Well, not really like us. He's more of a thug. But Dad uses guys like that for frontman jobs, for spreading the word, bearing the burden of maybe getting hit.
So you're saying they send this thug to orphanages, places of respite for young children, and recruit them into mob work.
Oh, well, Tuffy spreads the word to the kids. The kids tell us what, Tuffy wants us to know, that Dad wants us to know. At least for this part of town.
I'm just curious how you expect to be allowed to live.
Say something, Cody?
Oh, can you hear me? Okay. Well, maybe I can help.
Listening.
You could help me by telling me why you're teaching kids to hate. Over misinformation, no less. Isn't Etten even a giant? He's not that big. What's the problem?
He's pretty big.
Go back to this you helping us business.
Well, first of all, I'm not teaching them to hate. Man, these kids don't got anything. Giving them something to fight for. That's more than they'll ever have.
They have hope before you take it from them.
They have their parents, don't they?
And I turned out fine.
Yeah, you turned out just a shining example. Sending kids into battle before you, and killing people based on misinformation. Real.
While they
work,
sleep,
buddy.
no less.
Oh yeah.
Man, there's no guards here. Someone's got to do something.
I agree.
You have something in mind, Edwin?
Well, we know who their information broker is. We have a figurehead of the organization. Not a strong one, but someone to set an example with. Someone who likely has a fair amount of information, perhaps, that we could extract via means.
Yeah, maybe I could, hook you guys up.
How so?
I don't know, give Tuffy a time and a place. He shows up. One of your men show up. They chat.
And
No one gets hurt.
when that happens, and it just so happens that you set us up so that we're walking into another crossbow bolt ambush, what happens then?
Same thing that happened this time, I assume.
And I don't know, you guys are smart. Take me as hostage or something.
Oh, that's
Implying we aren't already.
definitely happening.
That's good.
Well, friends, why do we have to continue this cycle? We could just leave them to their devices and protect those who they're spying on when we can. They're not
So
going to
you
give
would
us any
damn
more
the children
trouble.
to die, Sabia?
Huh? We can help them without going to interfere with this man in this way, It feels like we're doing what they want us to. Right into their hands.
If they
Do you
want to
know
fight,
any-
I'll give it to them.
Do you know anything about a man who came to see us down the road about a days from here? Someone possessing something you might have heard of before called maybe a confessor stone, or more literally feeble mind spell. Wouldn't happen to know about any of that, would you?
Sort of lets out a low whistle. That ain't us, man. Looks like you're in deeper shit than I thought you were.
So we
But it does sound like you know what's going on.
Powerful magic. Walked right. How did you know? Give me the rundown. How'd it go?
Oh, that's funny.
not giving you any information past that.
Well, if you had a stone that could melt someone's brain, that ain't us, man. We don't got no money.
They don't look like it. Okay, what do we do here? You're Tuffy. I take it he won't have an audience with anyone if it's a group of people. Take it it's a more of a one-on-one, small amount of people kind of thing.
I don't know. He's expendable. He knows that. He gets paid well for it.
Does he have anything of interest on him, like visible?
The guy you're talking to right now?
Yeah.
You look over him. Let's see here. He has. You look over him, and everything looks like pretty garbage, except for some reason his boots are really nice, and they're not worn or anything.
I want his boots.
Oh man, come on, not my boots.
You want his boots?
Sleight of hand to take his boot. He notices and he kind of struggles. He's like, what are you doing?
Isn't he
You're-
held down?
I'm guessing you're not a dragon.
How would she? How's he not notice she's a fish?
Are you a dragon still?
Yeah.
Where did you get those boots from?
He kind of looks at you. It was a gift. What you trying to say?
Mm-hmm. Not a lot of gifts to be had in the city.
Were you still a worm? Come on, we gotta clear this up.
I guess I could.
She's already been talking a little bit. I'm gonna say she's not
Yeah.
a worm.
She can talk
But
in
that-
that form.
Yeah,
She can
That
talk
one can
about
talk.
Oh,
That dragon speaks
Right.
common.
well, maybe,
pretty
she,
sweet,
maybe
huh?
she's still a dragon then.
I didn't say anything also, but I spider climbed up onto this roof to just keep a lookout.
Yeah, I saw you kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Spider climb lasts for like an hour, so I can.
You try to steal his boots and you don't manage to get him off, but I mean, he's pretty powerless if you just want to take them.
Sure,
Oh, I
I'll take
do.
his boots.
You take his boots off and he kind of struggles. And
Why are you
But-
taking
So,
forever?
gift from who? Gift being used liberally.
Fucking rude.
a guy, was sleeping in an alley. Dead.
Alright, I'm fast growing
What
bored of
size boots
this.
were they, by the way?
You grabbed them and they transform into the size of your feet.
No, I don't want to wear them. I just want to
They
just have them.
They just do that as soon as you take them off of him.
Okay.
Zero amount. Ah! I see.
They transform into Uggs.
Transform into Uggs. Oh shit! Yeah.
So stylish. My goodness. I had a question for you, sir. I'm so polite to this guy who's being choked to death. Yeah.
I'd be happy to answer.
So, you're attacking us because we're giant eating scum or whatever. But aren't you supposed to be protecting this place in place of guards? How are you keeping people safe just attacking us? You think we're any threat to the people of this city?
Man, come on, it's no secret. This war is all just a big ruse to clean up the slums, and we know it.
Clean up? You mean exterminate?
Why else would they take all the guards away from us? They're just waiting for the giants to clean this up, and then they'll wipe them out. Idiots.
Brachus, do you know anything about that? Did they actually take away guards? Or are there just less guards because everyone's dying, perhaps?
They did withdraw guards from around the slums to aid in the war effort. If all the men were spread too thin around the miles of city around here, there would not be enough to keep the giants at bay, and it would be much harder to keep them supplied and keep them from getting sick and dying, just like the other people around here. Sickness that is spread by the giant's presence. Unfortunately, they had to make the tough decision of withdrawing most, if not all, of the guard. Fortunately, around these parts, that does mean all of the guard and most of the guard inner city, and they're the ones fighting this war. There isn't there isn't a large enough army to take on an army of giants. Never been heard of before, so all resources had to be pulled.
Well, aren't you saying that those who enlist make their lives more worthwhile than those who don't? A soldier's life is worth more than this man's life to you?
All life is worth the same to me, as long as they're willing to live it to its fullest and fight for what's right. If the people around here want to enlist to help protect everyone, protect the city, and protect our land and our society, then that's of the utmost value to me.
Well, you see
But
that
people
maybe...
who just sit around trying to kill anyone they like while blaming the war on the people trying to defend the city instead of the monsters out there waging it, those I don't respect.
Man, don't listen to this privileged little shit. He knows that's a load of crap. Either get conscripted, or you have the money to join yourself.
But you would defend the people of this locale if you could, yes? You're doing what you can?
Yeah, man, that's what I'm trying to do. And as he says this, his eyes kind of like flutter a little bit as the blood begins to pool more and more around his feet, and he's like, whew.
Fabio, could you...
I'll give him cure wounds. Your hair's pretty nice. He takes off his hood. You'd make a good leader.
You managed to stop most of the bleeding. He still looks like complete shit, though.
Well, that's alright. So
Sounds
the point
to-
we've come to
Sounds to me like this one simply attacked due to misinformation and, well, didn't go so well for them. But I doubt they had much to do with what we encountered before. They don't seem as intelligent as the ones we encountered before.
But they seem more agreeable. Maybe we could come to terms with their leader. Sounds like...
It's possible we could get
Some-
information from whoever sent this for our way. I'm honestly not too keen on that working. Doesn't seem like this will get much anywhere, and we have things we must take care of in the city.
Hey, you guys know what? How about this? You convince me that you're good people, and I'll convince everyone else you're good people. How about that? I can be your agent in the underground. How's that sound?
We have no need for another.
I've always needed...
He's like smiling at first, and you just say that, and just.
I will give him a beacon of hope, and then a 3rd level cure wounds spell on him, patting his head
Shit.
furiously.
So 28. Rolling for 28.
Yeah.
I wish to have a response.
27?
Is your thing +3? Sorry.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I wish.
He is no longer bloodied.
We can save this town from the giants, my friend.
I
You
wish
can.
To
Does he
take
do
a
that? He's like,
reaction.
oh shit, thanks, man.
I wish to take a reaction to him casting Beacon of Hope.
Sure.
I would like to slit this man's throat.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. As you cast Beacon of Hope, everyone is aware that of what you are doing. And Idawan, as you, so this guy was at, what was he at? He was at this many. Okay, so you'll have advantage on the attack. And I'll say you auto hit.
Can I try to...
I'll just say you auto hit. So you just need to do,
Cutting words this?
Can we stop him?
what is cutting words? Is it just a reaction?
Yeah, it's a reaction to an attack.
Yeah, you can.
What's happening?
Okay.
So you
What are you doing?
so if you're cutting, is cutting words the one that reduces the damage?
It reduces
It
the
re-
attack.
The attack. Make it less likely to hit.
Can be either
Okay, so
one.
you
I
do
think.
need to attack.
Okay.
So you have advantage though.
Isn't it
12.
just...
I don't know which one you're using. Sorry.
Can you say it auto hit?
Oh, I can
Well,
do it
if he's
on
gonna
a damage
contest it,
roll.
I'm just not
Yeah,
gonna let him auto
it can
hit.
be either one.
I didn't know I could do it on a damage roll.
Double
Yeah.
twos.
You lad, he's fun.
Well, go ahead and cutting words.
Knives are not for this man.
you, you s- you stab out with your well. What were you doing? Your rapier?
Rapier?
Yeah, I was just stabbing rapier at him.
You
He
stab the
can't
rapier
slit
at his
it,
throat, and he manages to pull back enough into Baracus. Baracus kind of budges just an inch as he as you pull back, and this is all happening super quickly. As Sabio, what do you say to?
What the hell are you doing? Stop! Just... That's all I need, really. I wouldn't
Yeah.
insult my friend.
That's all you say, and there's something a little bit magical about it. Hey, stop that! As you, there we are in that frame of time.
Yes, yes. Can you
What
explain
happens
that?
next?
Why are you so obsessed with stabbing people's throats?
For the record, Sabio, you haven't healed him yet. That never happened. He's just beaconed.
Oh.
Speaking
Because he-
AoE,
Yeah.
it's
It's-
max
so you-
healing.
It's anyone Sabio chooses within 30 feet of him.
So
So
everyone's in the
everyone.
beacon, and then he was, as he cast the beacon, Tom tried to,
Take
Kill the
reaction to kill him before he could use the heal spell.
and
Are we
then
part of this beacon? Did he choose anyone else other than the guy?
I targeted everyone. I
Yeah.
always target everyone.
Oh, okay.
I must fill them all with hope.
That means you can max heal, right?
Yeah.
Any healing that anyone does.
Coughs, throws second wind.
Oh, yeah, I'm just going to yank out these crossbow bolts and heal myself for 11.
I don't have any poultices. Or I mean, I'm assuming I don't. I don't think there's anything for me to make poultices with in this place. So
Now I'm
Not
1
happening.
HP away from full.
Alright, so I'm standing between Ormin and the guy. One hand on his sword arm and another hand on this guy's head. Like, there's no need for that. Alright, what are you
Alright.
thinking?
Let's calm down. I'm sure I'm one to talk, but we don't need to kill this guy.
He's hardly worth killing.
Thank you.
To be honest.
If you wish to leave this man to go back to do his evil and ruin the lives of more innocents in this world, then let their deaths be on your head. And I will sheath my rapier and walk away from the situation.
Well, how
Walks
about
away.
we make this guy put his money where his mouth is? He says he doesn't have the money to join the army. How about we drag him into town and help him enlist into the army? I think that'd be a suitable quote-unquote punishment for this guy.
Why
Maybe
stop
we
with
can
just him?
He just looks at you, Laurentius. He's like, "Oh man, come on."
Yeah, you claim to serve this city and want to fight the good fight. What do you say? You want to join the army
Might
Do
even
what
be the best
do
thing
what you
that's ever
can to
happened to
serve?
you.
instead of?
Now, gentlemen, there seem to be some further misunderstandings among the children, some prejudice, some inclination toward random violence that we should probably sort out before. But I was thinking we should perhaps enlist all of them, not just this man, if we can.
I doubt you're going.
You'll be saying that a lot, I'm sure. But I heal him for 27. And
He's not bloodied.
his hope.
I do concede that Idawan has a point. You
fills
do deserve to die for what you tried to do, but I'm not in the business of killing unarmed prisoners.
No one deserves to die. Some must die so that others may live, but we're not going to let him kill anyone else, isn't that right?
Well, I think he
Just
should
says,
know
yeah.
that. I think he should know that now that I know his face and that I am who I say I am, I could find him at any time by a simple order to a diviner in the city. So if he does try anything foolish and I find out about it, he wouldn't have a very good time about it, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just
Cool.
so hyped.
So why don't we make a deal, friend? Why
love Jules.
don't you go back
I love Jules.
to whoever it was that sent you to kill us, explain this misunderstanding, how you seem to have information that we are traitors. I can assure you that with the authority that I have, that it was simply the other way around. We were gaining information from the enemy, from a defector of the enemy's army. I will let you know that much.
Oh,
So why don't you
Yeah.
give that information in good
he
faith to
incites you. All right, he believes you.
So,
Oh.
in good faith, why don't you give that information to those who may have ordered this? Spread the word that we are not, in fact, traitors. And maybe try to encourage a little more help in defeating these armies. If you or any of your friends know anything that could be of use in ending this war, get a message to me or my little overly zealous friend who tried to stab you. Sure, you could find either one less easily.
All right, man. And yeah, I'll totally, I'll clear
Wait,
everything up.
wait.
Okay.
Let's not overburden the messenger here. He can't
Fabio.
solve the entire problem by himself. Shouldn't we
Fabio.
arrange a meeting ourselves?
I see no reason to either involve ourselves further with or piss off even more at the underworld. It's not what we're here for.
Oh, these are the underworld people? Huh.
Anyway. Do
Kind of
that.
makes some like wide eyes at you and just goes, "Woo, Gary."
Takes 10 steps back.
Do that. As shitty as the situation may be in the slums, we are all on the same side. While you deserve, in my opinion, a greater punishment for what you have done today, I'd say the rest of your group has been defeated enough. And with you doing this, we'll call it even.
And we have his boots.
And apparently you have his boots. I'm not going to ask about that.
He's like, "Yeah, you do. Thank you. I love walking on this." And he kind of looks down at the like mud and like human filth covered
Yeah.
ground, grimacing.
Alright. I'll make him some shoes out of what? I don't really have anything. Can I look around for hay? The hay that was in that building. I'll make him some hay shoes.
What?
Hay sandals exist. I've seen it in anime.
Moon shoes.
Yeah,
Seen in
man.
an anime.
They're pretty good, actually. That's
Anime
what poor
is
people
real.
wear.
But that's like a crafting thing. I mean, you can start trying, but it's gonna take you like a while.
Man, that's pretty alchemy-ish. Alright, chef.
You walk off to go get some hay, and you start making.
Alchemy
Wait
and
right
making
there, you
shoes,
terrifying
it's like the same
person.
thing.
Now that's settled. Where did you say this Tuffy character was? Can we find him at any time?
Oh yeah.
Contact for
Do
your
you,
group.
you want a specific place to wait for him, or what?
Saying if we decide that we feel like we should talk to someone who may know something about this ourselves, I'd like to know where, if we decide we want.
Sure. Probably the most common place he stops would be the Burnished Hearth.
Give me a short description of the man. You can just
He's
Tough.
okay.
you can just, if you want to just say like you give me a
Yeah, sure. Give a description. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
He's got
Duffy.
some face tattoos. He's got like 6'3". He has, what does he have? It up, but I think I can remember. Carries a mace. Doesn't wear armor or anything. Just wears leather.
Very well.
Yeah. And he'll be staring down whoever's in charge wherever he's at.
Very well. You said you wanted us to prove we're good people. This is me doing that. I'm sure you know what the penalty normally is for attacking a soldier of the Legion. So consider this my act of goodwill. And our deal. I will release him.
You let go. All right. You let go. He's like, ah.
Despite how
Sweet.
hot-headed some of us may seem, it's understandable given the surprise attack you gave us.
Yeah, big misunderstanding, just doing my job,
So, were we.
So, yeah, I feel like I can clear up the whole, you guys the giant wasn't really your friend info thing. But what about the little husk over there?
I mean,
I
the
feel like some
kid-
people might
you
not
mean the
be
child
so.
you threw in front of you to go into battle for you to be a distraction.
I mean, was he really gonna hurt anyone?
All I know is crossbow bolts came for us. We reacted in kind. He got caught in the middle. You're the one who put him in that position. We're the ones who ended him.
I'm just saying, maybe a little token or something for the boss or something. It might go a long way.
Hey, come over here. I'll handle that.
Kind of like glances at everyone as he takes like one step in this direction.
The child has my deepest, or is my deepest regret that the child had to be involved in this. You are the ones who brought him into it. I'd say the blame rests with both parties, and
I'm just saying, man, a small sack of coin might go a long way. But you do you. I'm cool. I'm just trying to be helpful.
Is there a family where we could return the child's body to, out of respect?
Kind of looks at you. Not from around here, huh? That kid ain't got no parents.
Shifty eyes.
He doesn't have parents.
I won't pay you for the actions you.
Sort of shrugs, walks this way as he towards Sabio. As he does. If you really want, I don't know, find a nearby church or something. Beats me. Steps over the chicken fence.
How long would it take to bury the child in the chicken coop?
Oh God.
The ground is dirt, but
Yeah.
so if anyone has a spade or something, very long.
Gaze is very much averted. And so, how long would it take to make shoes? I wonder. Like, is he gonna wait around this time? All this time?
It's gonna take you a long time.
This guy over here.
If I've ever done it before, it would take like 10 minutes. I swear, it's not that hard. They're like basic as fuck. These shoes. They're not like making an actual shoe.
He's not waiting around
Hey,
for
does
10
this
minutes.
guy over here have any shoes left?
Oh, the burnt one?
Yeah.
Is that what you're looking at?
He's the one that fell off the roof and forgot he had evasion.
Oh yeah.
That guy.
Smart guy. All right, you look him over. He is burnt to a crisp, except for one thing on his person. Oh yeah, that was that one. Yeah, he has some gloves that are still on him. They are, I believe they have like purple little stuff knitted into them or whatever laced into them. Yeah, some fly as hell gloves. I can't remember what they look like exactly. I'm looking it up now, but yes. What remains of the poor fellow who had evasion but didn't have evasion, but whatever. And then
Does he still have shoes?
Does he still have shoes? They're not gonna do you much good, unfortunately.
Well, I tried. I'll take the gloves.
Are you gonna take the kid's pot helmet?
You can...
Someone else is welcome to.
What about his dagger? You like daggers?
No, he had a short sword. Not into those command.
Unlucky. I'm not into that.
So what it?
For this child in this chicken coop?
Yeah, with what?
I have a stick.
You have a stick?
Yeah, I have a stick, remember? It's where
What?
I cast things.
Yeah, but it's like a twig from a tree branch.
That's true.
You got me there.
Oh yeah, so they're purple, and the fingertips and the very end that would stop somewhere up on your forearm are like a crimsonish color, and then it has like a sort of spider web blue pattern on it.
Spider-Man.
I told her
You basically
Manticore
become
just
Spider-Man.
fancy.
That's got to be it. I think I know what this does, but I won't say anything.
All right.
Just a guess.
So,
Yeah, it's got like a spider pattern, and then like on this part. Oh wait, where are we at? Like this part, there's like a little diamond. Not like a real diamond, but like the shape of a diamond.
goodness. Well, I'm sure you don't want to wait around for me to finish making these shoes, but if I may, could I write a letter to your father to clear the air? Would you
Shrug. Sure.
deliver that? What sort of
Happy to
man
be
is
of
he?
service.
I mean, what sort of language does he prefer, if I might ask?
Never met him, but I'm gonna assume he speaks common.
What? I mean, what vocabulary? Should I call him Father, Sir, All-Father, the hero of many, or what? What sort of man
What are you getting at?
have you
so
heard
far?
he is?
Let's call him Dad.
What am I getting at? Well,
You saying should you be respectful? That's probably a good choice.
Okay. So can I like say that I handed him a letter and then write what I actually wrote at a later date? Because I would rather not
Yeah,
solidify what I'm writing right now.
Sure.
Who am I? Who am
Thought
I?
into it. You scribble down a little note and you hand it to him.
Sure. That will be all then. I believe you can find shoes that way, and I'll give him inspiration on finding shoes.
He feels
if you
inspired.
Look really hard.
All right, thanks. Am I good to go? Am I cool? We cool? Everyone's cool.
Just remember our agreement.
Be gone.
And let your leader know that, in case they feel like trying something else again, don't send any more kids.
Yeah.
I'd rather not make a habit of this.
Yeah, that's pretty unlucky, dude. And he starts walking away.
Swarm and to shank him.
Yeah, so I guess he gets to here, and then he runs into fucking
Player
Markarius.
guy.
Hey, just going over there real quick. Your friend said I could go.
I'll just
you
turn
wanna-
sideways against the wall.
All right, cool. He kind of slowly sidles past you.
Markari stares at him the whole way.
You kind of hear him like audibly with like release the breath as he finally gets by you. All right. You hear him like mumbling to himself as he walks by you, Edawan. He's like, just a few more steps. He gets to the grate. Hey, so see you later. No hard feelings, yeah? Kind of lifts it up.
Your life is not in my hands today.
Whew, lucky me. And he slips into the thunk.
He'd better be a recurring character.
As much as I would have liked to, that man would have come out of it. Hopefully, this way we get actually the small chance that something good comes out of this, for the sake of the war. If not, just back at square one.
I just turned to Macarius. Now he's barefoot. Can you track him?
And since there's more to this than you're letting on,
Here's the side quest. Let's go.
and yes, I can.
I have a feeling I already know where he's going.
You all like to enter the underworld.
Can I
The
drag these bodies
Undercity.
into this chicken coop?
I'm
you
staying
what?
put right here.
Just leaving them on the streets.
I'm gonna walk
First
up towards.
question.
Yeah,
these
yeah, yeah.
two.
You can do that easily
I'm
enough.
gonna walk up towards these two after this guy disappears, and say towards Idawan. Something tells me you still have some interest in this whole situation.
Come, Sylvester.
I have
Okay, he's coming.
I have my reasons. You have yours.
Sylvester, to me.
Anyway, I don't know why Wynn took his shoes, but it was a clever move. He's easier to track now.
I'm sure that I don't think that was her intention, but if you think you can track him and learn any valuable information, then that seems like could be of some good. But be careful. Something tells me you're going to go whether I tell you to or not, so I'm not going to.
You're clever for a jarhead.
I'd like to think myself so.
Armin, Mr. Mean. Mean. Or,
Next
You hear a
stop,
nagging voice behind you.
That is not a name you should use in the city. It may or may not get you killed.
I just don't get it. But why are you so interested in this man? And you act like the children are just constantly slaughtering people in the streets, but surely they're not all evil. You act
Well-
like he's incarnation.
they take children and use them for any vile deed. They're not good people, Sabio. The only reason I released him was because hopefully something good can come out of the deal I tried to make. If not, then we're simply back to square one, and I think it's worth having the risk of one shitty cut purse back on the street then.
Who knows our faces and names?
Well, you say that they use the
Seems
children.
like they know our faces and names regardless. They found us quite easily. People have been tracking us outside the city. It's hardly something we can hide at this point. If something good comes
Fair.
out of it, then it does. If it doesn't, well, there was nothing
Well,
good coming of this situation from the beginning anyways.
Well, you gave us someone to track. Shall we be off,
did.
Macarius?
Wait a
Well,
second.
what are you hoping to achieve? Aren't these people giving the children something to live for?
Also putting them in danger.
Well,
You know,
something to
Either
die
way,
for?
he has
you
He
of
has
the age of 3, with your magic spells, your power over words, you know nothing of the struggle of someone created out of dust. You were created out of dust. You don't know the struggle of being young, being powerless. Nothing you do matters.
Huh.
We could just give them a better
Who
role
are
model.
you to lecture me on what it means to be a child?
Runs off crying.
Alright, I'm gonna toss the glove to Orman and say, well, I don't think I'd be much help going along with you, but these might do something. I have a feeling that one of you could use them more than I could.
our next stop is the city, inner city. We have some things we can do there. Letter should probably be delivered as soon as possible. I plan on getting more supplies for us. If there's anything that you two, assuming you two that are going after this, tracking this man and hope for and do whatever you intend to do, get information, whatever. If there's anything you would like me to pick up for you in the city, let me know. I plan on getting these items we found earlier identified, so we can figure out what they do. If you would like me to identify that belt while I'm in the city, Marcarius, I could do that. And yes, other than that, shall we?
They don't let me in the city.
That's probably best if we go our separate ways for the meantime. Then
Take care of Sabio.
I'll do my best.
He'll get himself killed if you're not careful.
Yeah, I think I figured that out by now. Anyways, anything you two would like me to pick you up while I'm in the city? Gathering more supplies.
I have managed as I have. I will manage as I shall.
Very well. Arcarius,
Yes.
you wish me to identify that belt or pick you up anything?
I believe
Unless any of
I'm
you knows how to identify items.
Cough.
Cough.
Bird
Out
guys
of
over there.
earshot.
ran away.
Sylvester ran off after the crying Sabio.
I believe I'm fine for the time being, and while I'm not positive on what the belt does, I'd rather not leave it behind for now.
Fair enough.
They
What's
just don't get me, Vesta.
I'm comfortable saying you guys know he can do that if you want to say you know that, but if you would rather not, that's fine.
Why
too.
don't you do a roll for overhearing me talking to him about it at an earlier date? I like that. Because I don't know if I would have told you.
I heard it.
Oh.
Ricarius has 1,000 passive perception.
Alright, then he heard it. Great.
What's the DC? 20? I heard it.
Wait, so if Macarius knows that can be identified, then that might change our course of action.
Yeah, he's got I think he has 2. He could cast Identify twice, which will identify 0 to 2 things for you.
Which is expensive. Or is it?
It's a spell.
100
I don't
gold.
think
We
it
go to the
requires
city to
anything,
do
does
it.
It's
It
100 gold.
requires like 100
Oh, it does
gold.
require. Okay.
Yeah, you need like a pearl or a gem worth 100. You have pearls, I
I got
think.
pearls.
5.
If we go to the city, they'll probably charge us more on
Yeah,
top
it'll
of
be
it.
more in the
Yeah,
city.
they'll
if you
definitely
pay
will
some
charge
money.
us more.
Well,
Just get it. We could just get it done.
if we were gonna get 2 things identified, it should be what me and Iniwan have,
Yeah, the gloves and the
the belt and the gloves.
Okay. Well, Sylvester's over around here with
our
Savio.
flightless
who-
friend can do that, then one of you mind going after him,
Perhaps it
asking
would be
and perhaps
best.
calming Sabio down?
I think it may be best if I take the gloves and return here after getting both of these items identified.
Perhaps that will be best.
Sylvester sings you a perfect mimicry of a song from your past.
I'll take the gloves.
Thing too.
I want to
Soothe you.
pat Savio's shoulder.
And instead of asking you guys to move, I'm just gonna walk over this building.
I like it.
I,
Is
I
that
don't,
why
I
it
don't,
lasts
I
like
don't
an
bat an
hour or
eye at it.
something?
I'm just like, yeah, you can do that.
Oh god. All right.
Oh, Win, you're always there for me. But didn't you see how he was talking about that man? He doesn't trust him at all. He doesn't trust any of the children. Really, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. He's just setting them up to disappoint us at this point.
I mean, if he's tracked, then we'll run into him again and see how he's doing. I don't see that as the worst thing, if we could just make sure everything's okay with him.
Well, we shouldn't have to make sure. What if he's caught and then they never trust us again? That's such a problem for me. He was even saying we could have a meeting with their leader and all of this, but it sounds like he's hunting him down, not tracking him down.
I fear there may be some history here that we don't know about. But I'll make sure that both of us return safely.
And make sure there's no blood on your hands when you get back, okay?
I would prefer it that way as well. Trust me. Now, I believe I overheard you once saying that you, Sylvester, was it? Could, identify the usage of enchanted items. Is that correct?
Sort of sits cross-legged in front of you, stretches a little bit, dusts off the ground, just pats the ground.
I can provide the required materials, and I'll pull out the pearls that Savio gave me earlier.
Oh, you just have to place them in his nest, and then he sits on them for a bit. And it all works out.
Sylvester gives you an odd look.
So I'll hand him a pearl and the gloves first.
Oh, is that not how it works anymore? I leave it to you.
Alrighty. One sec. Let me find my. Alright. He takes the gloves from you. He looks them over for a moment. He's gonna do a Arcana check. I don't know if he has proficiency in Arcana. One sec. He actually might. Of course, I rolled it in secret again. He rolled a 17 plus something.
That's pretty good.
Where are we?
It's good since I already basically know what the belt does.
Oh,
from
plus
time.
6.
Total of enough.
Prefer the high roll.
23.
on this one.
He looks at it, and he realizes that the aura is actually fairly weak, and he just sort of shakes his head and tosses them back to you, and just makes the motion as in like just put on the gloves.
With
Okay,
his
I'll
claws, he
require
makes
activation.
I'll put them on.
Okay. Then he just says in a woman's voice, "Now wait."
It just
That's a tune. All right, and I will. I'll hand him another pearl and take off the belt and hand him the belt.
Okay.
How about this one?
He'll lead with the Arcana. He nods for this one. Spends another 10 minutes. The pearl eventually dissolves in the magic of the ritual. And he fails to identify it.
Hell
That
no.
sucks.
You can try again.
Do you need another pearl?
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay. Well, did the first one still consume the pearl, right? Even though it was.
No. He did an Arcana check to see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the first one didn't
Aura.
consume anything.
All right, then I'll try it again.
Okay. He tries
I got
again.
money.
Bada bing, bada ritual. This time he is successful. Does not hit fail rate. He hands it back to you as I hand you a card.
Wow.
Where are you? You said the belt?
Yep.
Edit. In player's journal, Arcarius. There you go. As he hands it back. Did it pop in there?
Yep.
All right.
All right.
He sits there and wipes off his bird brow, shakes his hands. All out, he says.
Been a great help. All right. Still don't know what the gloves do, but they're uncommon. If I can find out.
No, in a few moments.
I imagine they're probably just. Oh wait, connection interrupted. Oh no.
Oh,
Is everyone okay?
Oh no!
Nani.
It's back.
Let me tell you, those are just gloves of spider climb or something.
Yeah.
Could be.
Here,
In case we just
I'll
plop
add
those
those
on
to
top
your-
and bada bing, bada boom.
no, they're not spider climb.
Oh.
Oh, well, I can't even edit it right now. Think. But Markarius has these, or the Ormans.
I currently have them. They're on me. I mean, I don't know.
Do they
You
have
giving them back to
visibility?
Orman though to wear, or
Yeah, I guess. I already have the belt. If we're gonna we should probably short rest beforehand anyway, since neither of us are at full HP.
Yeah. So, either one. If you can't see it yet, I don't know if did it pop in your journal.
Handouts.
I don't know if your handouts. You're muted.
Can't hear you, Tom.
That seems very good.
Okay.
And it's your action. Whatever.
Oh yeah.
Balance.
What are you guys talking about?
I don't know.
Have a harp lesson during this? No, sure.
So, yeah, if we're gonna short rest to attune to gloves, then I'm gonna roll a hit die.
Ken,
Wow.
I would like to finish my long rest, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, if you want to track this guy.
I heal for 1.
All right. Are you guys ready for me to cash in the shit dice?
Oh wow, I rolled a 9. Plus minus 1.
All right, you guys take a short rest before you're about to go into the Undercity, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Close enough.
And the rest of you are heading into town to do some shopping, right?
I have a
to-
question.
After they go to the interstate, probably head off to town.
Is Beacon of
Yeah.
Hope still active?
I think it's a minute.
Yeah, it sure
Um,
is.
You're going to potentially ID some stuff, which means maybe the Locust Magicorum or just wait the long rest for Sylvester, one of those routes. And
Yeah,
you also wanted to deliver the letter?
yes, I wanted to get the letter Sabio has delivered. I wanted to
Oh, yeah.
get supplies if necessary. Maybe
Sorry.
make a round if anyone needed supplies. Pick some stuff up that I
I
haven't
sure
really
do.
considered yet,
If,
but I'm sure. I
If
can
you're
think
going
of something.
to get more things identified, then you take these, and I'll hand you the 3 remaining pearls, Baracus.
Thank you.
Did he have to use one for the gloves?
No.
'Cause he didn't.
But
So,
he had to. There are 3 left because he attempted and failed once, and then he got it the second time.
I
The
see.
fail still consumed the pearl.
Radio governor.
So 3 pearls, each worth 100 gold for you.
And so, calm down. We shall reconvene, everyone. Well, assuming, I guess we're waiting for Baracus.
What?
You're over talking to them, and we're just like waiting for you to be done with that and all that. Over here. Ho ho.
Yeah, any parting words?
Oh yeah, I do say. While you're down there, try to find out anything you can about Anne, I suppose. And if this deal I made with this man, well, probably isn't going to go anywhere. If it does end up going anywhere, hopefully some allegiances might be able to be made, some cooperations can be had, information, assistance, anything. Make of this be fantastic. Other than that, stay safe.
Hmm.
And I don't suppose you have any idea of the amount of time he'll be gone. Any place we could meet up after all is done.
Well, I wasn't privy to the conversation. I'm sure that he told you that you could find this toughy individual at the Church of the Burnished Heart.
Good.
Lucky guess. You should be able to find me there quite frequently.
Quite free. Good to know. Once we're done in the city, unless we find something else that catches our attention, I imagine we will head out and possibly meet you.
And remember, at the church, it's either one. Make sure Sabia knows.
Good luck.
All right. And I assume y'all slip on in about this moment, or
Yeah,
Let's go.
after the conclusion of a short rest.
Side quest.
all right. Yeah, and then the rest of y'all will
Be heading towards the city.
yeah. Okay. Cool. How
So
do I
let's go
want to do
inside
this?
this sewer.
And we'll
Hey
cut
guys,
off.
fancy seeing you here.
Savia told us this was the quickest way to the city.
What the fuck does Sabio know about this place?
Yes.
I sensed a dogmo down here, you see.
So I think we'll do side quest
Urban dogma.
tomorrow or the next day, something like that. And the actual session Monday. And then Monday we also do shopping, IDing. Richard.
Yeah, I think I'm good any day.
Sure.
Cool.
It's possible maybe while they're doing the side quest, we can just do like a whole like, hey, I shop for these things and get these things, and then when we on the session, then we can do the whole like, letter delivery shit.
Yeah, sure. Let's
Yeah.
at least say. Let me. Sec. Just gotta find my sheet. How have you guys traveled? Yeah. So the next day you travel the rest of the way through the slums, and you would make it to the Dorrant outskirts, a 30-mile stretch of the city, like the ringed structure of the city. This lair, the outside of it has a 10-foot wall. You finally when you go to get in, which is easy enough. The guards allow you in when they see Baracus.
They're with me.
The air becomes significantly fresher. The sort of shitty housing that you're used to and the dirt roads turns into more dirt roads, but less shitty housing and stalls and farmlands and stuff like that. Vast swaths of this section of the city is farmland. North where the giant stuff is, a lot of it has turned into like staging ground and stuff like that for the military. Housing around here, stone houses, log cabins, stuff like that. And like I said, it smells significantly better. It's more of a livestock, earthy thing going on instead of a...
Yeah, you cut out
Permit.
there after saying.
sort of like a livestock, earthy farmland sort of smell and feel to this whole area. With some, little shoppage going on. Yeah.
What is this horrible smell? It's unlike anything I've ever known.
So yeah. And traveling through there would be another 3 days or so.
Another 3 days?
What?
It's 30 miles. So
Man, where's the taxi?
Man, I could walk 30 miles in 2 hours.
and it's like there's roads, so yeah, I'd say like 2.
Days?
I mean, or you could like rent horses or whatever, but yeah, that's where you probably do most
Would
of
I
your
not be able
shopping.
to be like, yo, I need some horses to get to the city faster, kind of thing? Drop them off when I get there, like from,
You can
from
try.
the guard or something.
You're the army guy.
You could try with like someone who like kept a stable, but there wouldn't be like a whole lot of like actually military courses here on this side of town. If you were up north, you'd have better luck. You could try talking to a stable keeper though. Go knock on his door. Hey,
Hey, I'm accommodating your horses.
try.
I will investigate the poop smell of the horses. And then, upon finding the guy, I'll play him a song. Just for the heck of it. I feel like playing a song when I find him. Oh,
You
this
want to
poop
hunt
is
down a
weird.
Diana, what
down
are we
a-
doing?
this
What are you doing?
thing.
We're in a hurry. Come on.
What is this?
Yeah.
Need to make it to the city.
Yeah.
It'll be 2 days on foot. Let's go.
But what is this horrible smell? Look at it. It's from that building.
Well, manure. They use it to farm. Very normal. Just please. Come on, I'll explain it on the way.
Can we hear this song really quick?
What?
It's
Can we hear the song?
what? No.
You were gonna.
He's
Oh.
interrupted the song. This place smells too much like camels.
All right. You're all moving
smell
in
it.
various directions. That's really all I wanted to get done for the baby session.
Yay.
That's the end of that.
High fives all around. 3, 2, 1. Boom.
Bro fist. Welcome to the $5 club.
Give him the dead fish.
Oh damn! I wasn't stopped streaming right now. Now we're gonna be sued by Crip.
Because we stole his.
We stole the Brofist. I hope Crip doesn't watch this.
Double. Welcome to the
Quick, end the
$10
stream.
club.